Dream vs Technoblade. Probably the biggest controversy in the Dream SMP community, and that's exactly what I'm going to be discussing today, and I also want to hear your opinion. So after watching this video, go down in the comments and leave your opinion. Also, a like would be awesome. Epic, so let's get started with PvP. Obviously, Technoblade is known for playing 1.8.9 PvP, whereas Dream is known for the newer versions. And the difference between these two versions are very, very big. Both versions have completely different combat systems, and it makes the game style completely different for both versions. For example, for 1.8, the faster you click, basically the less knockback you're going to get, and the more reach you basically have, which is very different to 1.16, where you have to time your hits to deal the most damage. Also, things like an axe is much more powerful in 1.16 than in 1.8, and yeah, in general it's completely different, like shields as well. There's so many different things that are in 1.16 that are not in 1.8, and this makes a big difference when it comes to PvP. But both Dream and Technoblade are very good at both versions. While Techno is still better at 1.8 and Dream is still better at 1.16, in the Mr. Beast Duel, Technoblade won, and they had a fair game of, I think it was 4 1.8, and then they had 4 matches of 1.16, and obviously that's a very fair matchup, and Technoblade won. But you can be very good at bedwars but be really bad at skywars, or be very good at bedwars but be very bad at sumo, for example, right? So that's where hypixel and their thing comes in, and obviously Technoblade is much more known for hypixel and skywars, bedwars. So obviously Technoblade is going to be better at hypixel, since that's kind of his whole channel, well, before the Dream SMP at least. But on screen right now, there are 2 stats, and one of the stats are Dream's bedwars stats, and the other is Technoblade stats. So yeah, you can see there's a big difference. And since we looked at hypixel, I think that it's only fair to talk about Manhunt, since, you know, hypixel is Technoblade's thing, whereas Manhunt is Dream's thing. Now, we've never seen Technoblade do a Manhunt, but according to this clip,
that's something I'll be doing. I do plan on doing Manhunt with other people. I did offer Technoblade in the past to do a Manhunt. I think that offer's still there. If he wants to do a Manhunt, I'm down with doing a Manhunt.
Technoblade might be coming on to Manhunt to see who's better at 1.16 PvP, I guess. Now, another thing is, I feel like Technoblade is just good at Minecraft in general. As you can see by this clip playing right now, he defeats Quackity with a pickaxe, and he's got iron armor, whereas Quackity has full netherite, and that's insane, like with a pickaxe, and obviously Quackity has proper tools and proper weapons, which shows that Technoblade is genuinely good at the game. The next thing I want to talk about is Mcc Minecraft Championship, and it's a pretty big event when it's on. Right now it's not on, but when it's on, it's pretty big, and both Dream and Technoblade have been scoring very high on the leaderboard every single time. Again, this is the stats for Dream and Technoblade on screen right now, which I can't see right now as of recording, but I'm assuming that Technoblade has more, so Technoblade wins this PvP section. Speaking of the leaderboards, this brings me perfectly on to the next section, which is leaderboards and world records. Leaderboards and world records are just a good way to see, you know, if Dream or Technoblade are the best at something in the world, because it's a world record, and things like that. So Dream right now has the 12th spot in the 1.9 to 1.15 speedrun category. This is obviously very impressive, especially as these versions have been out for a very, very long time, and he's got the number 12 spot. And obviously Dream is known for speedrunning, so that's not a surprise, and Technoblade doesn't have the spot because, well, he doesn't speedrun. And for Technoblade isn't the person who you'd expect to get a speedrun record, since he is much more PvP, you know, multiplayer kind of player. Although I say that, but Technoblade did win the potato war, where he spent months and months and months on farming potatoes in hypixel skyblock, and all of that was just to defeat a guy called Squid Kid. Yes, Squid Kid. So he spent months just to try to prove a kid wrong, which I guess shows his dedication, and I mean, he knew he was going to get a lot of views on that video, so fair play to him. Also, because of that, he got the Pig+++ rank on hypixel, which there's no other person on hypixel who has a custom rank, I guess, apart from the owner, but he's got the owner rank, so it kind of makes sense. Now, obviously this might sound like, you know, Technoblade is the best Minecraft player and everything, but Dream is the fastest growing Minecraft channel on YouTube basically ever, which again brings me on very well to the next category, which is YouTube and sort of social media in general. So Dream has half the amount of uploads as Technoblade, but still has 2 times the views. Obviously Dream has also been doing YouTube for a lot less time than Technoblade, but you can also argue that Dream has been researching the algorithm and everything like that, so I guess maybe it's even, I don't know, maybe. On screen right now you can see the Social Blade stats for both of them, and I know that this video has a lot of statistics in it, but bear in mind we are comparing the two, so that's why. So as you can see, Dream has basically overtaken Technoblade tremendously, like it's not even close at this point. But Technoblade has been growing recently due to the Dream SMP and other things as well, but it's quite obvious that Technoblade isn't going to catch up to Dream, as Dream is still growing and he's going to keep on growing. So yeah. Also, I want to point out that I can see here that Technoblade made his account in 2013, whereas Dream created his account in 2014. Obviously, Dream hasn't been making videos as long as Technoblade, but it's pretty important to know that their account has been made in a similar amount of time, basically. And let's address the elephant in the room. Obviously, Dream has a lot more subs than Technoblade, by far, and obviously he's gaining a lot more subs than Technoblade every single day. In fact, Dream is basically getting 100,000 subscribers every single day, and that's obviously insane. And it's clear that he has studied the algorithm a lot, and he's practically hacked it at this point. And I mean, I know what he's doing, and obviously I'm trying to put it into my content as well, but I don't want to talk about the algorithm and stuff right now in this video. Maybe I'll make one in the future. Next, Dream has more Reddit members on his Reddit, but Technoblade has more active members, at least I found. So basically there's more people joined on Dream's one, but most of them are just people that maybe got on there from a stream or something. Maybe Dream shouted it out at one point and they just haven't come back onto Reddit just because they don't use Reddit normally, whereas Technoblade fans clearly do. Also, Technoblade streams much more, especially on the Dream SMP, and Dream said before that he doesn't want to stream the Dream SMP because, well, he would basically have all the viewers. If he was to stream, basically TommyInnit wouldn't get as many viewers as he does. Other people wouldn't get as much viewers as they do right now. That's why Dream doesn't stream the Dream SMP. But yeah, I think it's pretty interesting how Technoblade streams a lot more than Dream, especially on the Dream SMP, which once again transitions me perfectly to the next subject, which is the Dream SMP. So for Dream SMP, I mean, it's basically all opinion based on who's better in the Dream SMP, but I'm going to go through and give my opinion. Again, leave your opinions in the comments. So who is the more interesting character? I think personally Technoblade is a lot more interesting than Dream in terms of character, just because Technoblade is a lot more involved in things like wars and things like that, since he was an ally of TommyInnit at one point and then other things like that, whereas Dream is kind of just a villain. Right now he's in a prison, there's not much going for him, and yeah, I think just Technoblade is a bit more sort of interesting. But who's more powerful? I would say Dream by far, since he has access to creative mode, even though I'm sure he doesn't use it to get stuff, but he has access to creative mode, which is basically just way overpowered. Let's be honest, I'm pretty sure Wilbur got his TNT from Dream because he has access to creative mode. And I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming that the materials for the prison were also made out of materials that Dream gave to Sam or whoever built the prison through creative mode. Again, I don't know for 100% if that's true, but that's what I'm assuming, and I wouldn't be surprised. And who is better at roleplay? Honestly, I mean, well, I guess there's a pretty obvious answer, which is Technoblade, just because he has a much more of a character in the Dream SMP. He's the anarchist, and he's got a base far away from everyone else. No one really likes him apart from, his group, and obviously he role plays as that character. Whereas Dream, I feel like whenever I see him on the Dream SMP on people's streams, he's just kind of that guy that's just overpowered. You don't want to mess with him. So yeah, in my opinion, Technoblade is better at roleplay. Also, he just doesn't sound as awkward as Dream wherever Dream role plays, in my opinion. I don't know, that's just kind of my opinion. So yeah. Now, who makes better content on it? Dream doesn't make content on it, so you can't really say that, he makes better content than Technoblade in that way. But I would say that Dream does put a lot of effort into things like making wars, making chaos. He made that, machine or whatever to blow up L'Manberg. He also comes onto other people's streams, which is content as well. But when it comes to making content, we have to all admit Technoblade also comes on other people's streams. He also does a lot of chaos, and on top of that he streams, which is physical content, I guess you can say, like you can actually see it. So yeah, I think that Technoblade is for sure better in terms of like content on the Dream SMP. So yeah, I think we hit all of the areas that we can hit for comparing Dream and Technoblade. So who's better? Drum roll please. I'm physically doing this on the table right now. Technoblade. I mean, I've been talking a lot about Technoblade in this video, and yeah, I just want to put a disclaimer, both creators are amazing. I'm not saying don't watch Dream. Obviously, I watch Dream more than Technoblade. Put your opinions in the comments, okay? And I'll be replying to every single one. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.